Be careful of people who always tell you that you need to tithe. You need to tithe. If you don't tithe, your life will be tight. Your offering take away your suffering. Be careful of such people. They're after nothing else but your money. They are only after your money. They are vampires. Their job is to suck your money and make sure they suck you dry. They will always come with different mediums in order to take your money away from you. So be careful of such people tell you you need to tithe, blah blah blah. If you don't tithe, God will be angry with you. So tithe is not necessarily giving up tenth. If you don't tithe, your life is going to be tight. That is what you hear from many preachers. But never allow anybody to deceive you with all these gimmicks. There's nothing like if you don't tithe, your life is going to be tight. Tithing was just Moses' way of teaching the children of Israel how to be generous towards the less privileged, towards the orphans, the widows, and strangers, and the Levites and priests who were not allowed to do secular job. It's like telling your kids, you see, Junior, this is just a packet of cookies, but when you have cookies, you don't need to eat alone, okay? You need to share with your brethren. So the lesson Junior is supposed to learn there is how to be generous towards his brethren, not how to share cookies with his brethren. But if Junior gets it wrong, when he grows up, he will start buying cookies to be sharing with his brethren, forgetting that the cookies was just the sharing of the cookies was just a way of teaching him generosity. That is the same problem we are having today in the Christendom with tithe. Moses uses tithe to teach the children of Israel generosity, how to be generous. And now people are taking tithe so serious to an extent that pastors are fighting because of tithe. You need to understand that tithing was just Moses' way of teaching his audience how to be generous, just like the logic I gave concerning the cookies. So that's the way tithing is. Tithing is not giving up tenth. Tithing is generosity. What is happening in the Christendom now that's making most pastors fighting over tithes is the misunderstanding of Moses' way of teaching. Just like the brazen serpent, the serpent of brass which Moses made in the wilderness, that serpent was not supposed to be an object of worship. Moses uses that serpent to communicate, to teach the children of Israel what Christ will do. Christ himself said, as Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness, so shall the Son of Man be lifted up. So Moses' way of teaching the children of Israel about Christ, or preaching the message of salvation to them, was to make the brazen serpent, and anyone who looks on the serpent was healed from the bites of other snake, the plague that happened to them. But in time coming, they had to make the brazen serpent an object of worship, which was later destroyed by the king Hezekiah, So this is same thing that is happening in the Christendom concerning tithes. Moses uses the tithes as a way of teaching the children of Israel generosity, but they later turn it and make it a custom. Instead of taking the message, they started taking the practice instead of the message. They took the practice over the message. It's like when we went to school, one way to teach us alphabet was to put it in song, like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Now, some people, to some people, even while we were kids, to us it was a song. We never knew that they were teaching us alphabet. So to some people, that's the way it is. To them, it is a song. But when you grow up, you understand that that wasn't a song. That was a way of teaching you alphabet, bringing it to your understanding so that you'll be able to understand. So tithing was Moses' way of coming to the level of the way the children of Israel will understand generosity. So tithing is not really a practice. Tithing was a way of teaching, like the ABCD song, and also the logic I used concerning the cookies. So we need to understand this. We need to trash this thing called tithes. We need to trash it. We need to trash it. Tithing is not found anywhere. In fact, tithing doesn't exist. What Moses teach was generosity.